In this session, we are going to study on how to actually attempt your very first question in the question paper in section A, and that is comprehension of an unseen passage. This question carries 12 marks and has MCQ for 5 marks, short answer questions for 5 marks, and vocabulary for 2 marks. Our aim is to score the full 12 marks. I know you have been attempting comprehension passage from the primary school onwards. You may think, why should we even have a class for this? But there are some common errors which we have overlooked and just attempted anyhow. We sometimes just look at the passage or only look at the question and then search for the answer. So there are particular steps to be followed, certain nuances which we have to keep in mind to help us score the complete 12 marks. So let us now carefully watch on what are the points we have to remember to attempt our comprehension passage so well that we are sure of getting the complete 12 marks. To begin with, we have to understand what is it that is expected of us, and what are we tested for when we are attempting a comprehension passage. First of all, to comprehend means to understand thoroughly what the writer of the passage is going to tell us and trying to find out the implied meaning in the context and not just to look at it as it is. You have to also learn to interpret the text with good inference abilities, that is, drawing a conclusion of what the author is going to say. It's not always a direct question asked in the comprehension passage. Sometimes they ask a question to test your skills on how you draw a conclusion of what the writer is going to say. And then, of course, to extract the relevant information present in the sentence, meaningful sentence, in the particular. We have to be very, very careful when we attempt a comprehension because of these reasons. Probably we have not really given it a thought because most of us think comprehension is the easiest question in the question paper. So what are the steps we have to follow? There are certain steps we have to keep in mind. To begin with, what is the first thing we have to do when we get the passage? We have to read the passage. With the very first reading of the passage, we get the main idea. If really you're getting a very tough passage, a passage that is really, very new to you, the topic is unknown, then you will have to read it once more, maybe, to find out and get a glimpse of what exactly the author or the writer of the passage is trying to tell us. The next step is to read all the questions. Now this again is very, very important. We got to read all the questions. Why should we read all the questions? When we read just one question, okay, the first question, and then look for the answer in the passage, and then go into the second question, look at, again search for the answer. What happens is sometimes you end up writing the points required for the next question already in the question before, and then you will cut and rewrite as to why this point went there or this point went there. You not only end up doing untidy work, you will also end up messing up with the points and writing the wrong points as the answer in the wrong questions. So first read all the questions thoroughly and then locate the answers in the passage, identifying the right keywords and marking them very lightly with the pencil in the passage. Now this is again very, very important. It's when for the in the board exam, when really you're being checked, so it's they look only for the right words, the key words, That's very important. Not just, okay, you're writing your answer, your whole general way and all that. There's nothing general about an answer in a comprehension passage. You're very specific. So the specific words have to be there. And of course, you have to write them in grammatically correct sentences, making the required changes according to the question. Uh, that is again very important, because many a times children just copy exactly the same words as and how it is in the paper. So you're not expected to do that as well. Now coming to the vocabulary part, what happens with the vocabulary is that many a times we just guess the word and write. But there is a way of how to guess also. It's not always that we know all the words that appear in a passage. Sometimes some new words may appear, you may not have come across these words, but the connecting words in the sentence will help you get the right word. And usually in the question paper, they also mark the paragraph, so it becomes easier. Now, what is your assignment for today? Comprehension of unseen passage is not new to you all. As I said, you have been doing it for so many years. Only you have to keep these steps in mind, and of course get the little tips needed to score full marks and not lose. So today you will be doing the first passage for comprehension from Oxford practice book, following the rules and tips as in now we have done it just now. And the second one is that you have to cut out one article or report related to the ongoing coronavirus issue from the newspaper, which approximately the passage I said should contain around 800 words. Ensure that the selected passage is positive news or article and not a negative one. Paste it in your notebook. Frame questions as given in marking scheme, and then write the answers for the same. Here is the example of how I want your notebooks to be maintained very neatly, and how you should paste and write your matter in the notebooks. Please make sure that your notebooks are maintained in this manner. And of course, I'm here going to show you the kind of articles that you should be taking out from the newspaper. These are some samples I'm trying to flash for you, so that you will get an idea of what kind of articles you've got to cut and take out from the newspaper. Paste in your notebooks very neatly, and then write the questions and the answers as given in the marking scheme. Okay, so thank you very much.